One of the greatest challenges that I have found, I don't know about yourself, but for me personally, has been the ability to number one, fully understand what the present means, and then to actually be able to do it. And I think today in our culture, this is being robbed from us. It's being robbed from us in so many different directions. If it's not the schedules that we put upon ourselves, if it's not career, if it's not relationship, if it's not family, if it's not the end of the world, it continues to swirl to where we don't even really know what the present is. We're so consumed by the past, then so fearful of the future. And it makes for a very difficult place to be and stay. When it really comes down to it, you are recording your life. I'm recording mine. I'm making a recording of mine. But you are as well. And each second that pass is a frame of your life. I like this. I guess the real fact of the matter is we don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. And the only thing we really have is right now. So don't stay angry for too long. And above all things, learn to forgive. Love your friends and family with all your heart. Learn to love yourself. Have fun and live your life the way you want to live it. And most of all, don't worry about people that don't like you. Enjoy the ones who do. I have, particularly in the last, I would say last year, am learning to just be here now. I was a person who was uncertain of the future. A lot of that has to do with the way that I was raised, as you do. And it was always amazes me is that today, as I look back on the past, whether those memories be of fondness, or if those memories be of sadness, I've learned to cherish them all. And oddly enough, what I have found is that the bad memories seem to be harder to actually remember. And what I've learned about the present is that I am, in fact, living both the future and the past. You will always find me in the past. I can be created in the present, but the future can never taint me. What am I? Go to doriddles.com. Accept, then act. Whenever the present moment contains, accept it as if you had chosen it. Always work with it, not against it. You know, those struggles where we find ourselves, so many of us worked and are working to achieve a perception of happiness that each of us can only define individually. And when we find that the world that we live in, the relationships that we find ourselves to be immersed and part of, when they do not go with what that elusive perception is of happiness, because we always put happiness in the future, and we become sorely disappointed as life goes on and we don't find it. If you really, really want to live an amazing life, a truly abundant, happy life, make it a priority to live more in the present moment. Think about this. You are both living the past and the future right now. Your right now that was in the past was your future. Weird, isn't it? It really is. Learn to live in the present because no amount of can change the past and no amount of worry can change the future. Live for each moment. Isn't that we hear that all the time. And when you get and you start adding the decades, right? All of us are at some point in the decades, whether it be the one, the two, the three, the four, the five, the six, seven, eight, the nine, the 10. Yeah. We are always living in the moment, but we're never conscious of it. It's always something, it's like, well, I have this special occasion. And, even as children, we do this. Your birthday, special holidays. We all know that. And actually, that has more of the answer to it than what we can learn. The future is not written, the present is now, and the past is gone. I ask you, are you mindful or mindful? They say that if we learn from the past and don't worry about the future, living in the present is what counts. Well, when you're struggling to make the rent, when you're struggling to have enough of the resources for the family, enough of it to be able to get by, and then you're dealt, that whack out of nowhere and something goes wrong, something breaks down, you almost don't want to live in the present because the future just seems to be so dreadful that the past seems to be the best escape. If you're depressed, you're living in the past. If you're anxious, you're living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. Each today, well lived, makes yesterday a dream of happiness, and each tomorrow a vision of hope. Look, therefore, to this one day, for it and it alone is life. Sanskrit poem quotes. George Saville. A man who is a master of patience is a master of everything else. This is someone's needing to hear this today, besides myself. And I hope it's a gift to you. I don't want to take anything away from you. I want to be able to give into each person who hears. Now will never come again, folks. It will never happen again. The real question is not whether life exists after death. The real question is whether you are alive before death. The past is the past and has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with right now. Don't let anything from your past inhibit you in this present moment. Every day you can start over, start fresh, each day, each hour, if it serves you. Heck, if you got to do it, each minute. And always walk the higher. If people come against you, say bad things about you, or do whatever, let it go. Let it go. Look to this day, for it is life, the very life of life. In its brief course lie all the varieties and realities of your existence, the bliss of growth, the glory of action, the splendor of achievement are but experiences of your time. For you see, your yesterdays is but a dream, and your tomorrows was only a vision. And today, learn to well live. It makes yesterday a dream of happiness, and every tomorrow a vision of hope. Look well, therefore, to this day. Such is the salutation to the ever new dawn. Simple steps. Stop and think about this. Direct your attention to your breath right now. Listen to yourself as you breathe in and out. And see and simply watch your breath without interfering with it for a few moments. Now think about what's going in inside your head right now. What does your body feel like? It's actually going to start making you feel calmer. Because when you begin to focus in, that's life. And you're recording it. Don't cry over the past. It's gone, man. Don't stress about the future. It hasn't arrived. Live in the present and make it beautiful. We do not heal the past by dwelling there. We heal the past by living in the present. Live in the present. Launch yourself on every wave. Find eternity in each moment. Live now. You are right here now. It's never going to go and happen again. Your whole future lies in uncertainty. So live immediately. Time is free, but it's priceless. You can't own it, but you can use it. You can't keep it, but you can spend it. Once you've lost it, you can never get it back. Guard well your spare moments, my friend. They are like uncut diamonds. Discard them, and their value will never be known. Improve them, and they will become the brightest gems in a useful life. Ralph Waldo Emerson. My friends, the best is yet to come, no matter what. I want to let this be something I can give to each of you. Your life is your own. Your journey is your own. And in that, you possess the most priceless thing in the universe. You.